Nice to meet you. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Great to meet you. Just sit down there. We haven't got the most time today.
Sure.
This is Angie and this is Richard.
Hi.
She's just going to do a touch of makeup. Come around the side. Yeah, keep going. Okay. Actually, Angie, just hold that a second. Just take off your glasses. I'll just give you a souvenir shot. No? That's great. Wonderful. Okay. Go on. How long have you been over here?
Sorry?
And the hair, if you come around the side, the hair a bit. It's more from the back of it. How long have you been here?
Since Saturday.
Where do you live?
Portugal. Lisbon, Portugal.
Which side? Oh,
Cascais, just outside.
Oh, this one precinct?
Yeah.
I know, I'll go
right
to
behind
my
it,
friend.
sorry.
Now, I know she's pretty, Miguel, but you'll
She's
concentrate.
very soft for...
I know. This is the first time she's on a youth training scheme. Do you have that?
Youth training?
Yeah. Oh, and actually, I'll tell you, take your jacket. Okay. And yeah, undo the shirt more.
Why not?
That's okay. Yeah, you got a good face, Miguel.
This could be very...
You mean, if you just come around the back and do... I'll put the makeup on the chest because the shading and the light is better. More coming on this side. Yeah, I'm nearly there, Miguel. So, how long have you been over here?
Since Saturday morning. It's been fun. Very wet, very cold.
Do you live near the track?
The track about... I can hear it. I can turn on the television.
Yeah. Then my friend runs it all, so we go there. I'd love to. Okay, all right, shall we switch around? Okay, hang on. Let's go to Miguel.
Step this way. Step this way. How are you? Good to see you again. How you doing, man?
Are you good, man?
Miguel. Come down this way. Let me tell you where. Sit down. Have a seat. And if you just sit alongside him if it gets a bit sweaty. Terry, thank you very much indeed. Some marvellous shots there, which he's got to keep, I'm sure. Well, we lied to you, didn't we?
Terribly. Well, what a shock.
We really want to establish, first of all, why you're here tonight. We all know why you're here. You're on a programme called Hearts of Gold, and you have been nominated to win a Heart of Gold by the two people sitting on your left. And that film that we came out to Portugal to shoot, which we told you was all about Nigel and all that stuff, well, it wasn't. It was all about you, so there's a little bit of a white lie there. And this, Miguel, is the real reason why Judy and Nigel would like you to win a Heart of Gold. This is Cascais. It's about 15 miles west of Lisbon in Portugal, a pretty resort town, the sort of place that you and I might come to for our holidays. A lovely cove with the Atlantic rolling in, some beautiful buildings and a great beach. But for the locals, one of the major attractions is what happens on those steps over there.
The young men of Cascais prove their manhood in a dangerous way. They dive from the top of these steps into the sea. It's not just the 20-foot drop down, it's the jump out to clear the steps that makes this so perilous.
It's a risk. It's a risk that Nigel McIver was going to take back in September 1991.
How you doing, Nigel?
Our story of this late summer's day starts with Miguel and Nigel meeting at the beach. Miguel is a student who lives in Portugal. Nigel, an English lad visiting Cascais. They share a common interest.
We can tell you.
I don't know, man.
Let's go over there, man. Okay. Let's go over there.
Importantly for the story, Miguel speaks Portuguese and perfect English.
Hello.
Hi.
You don't mind me come over here, but we thought you looked lonely.
In this reconstruction, Miguel plays himself, but Nigel is being played by an actor. That's quite simply because we wouldn't want Nigel to have to reenact the experience that we're going to hear about, because the real Nigel is sitting right here. Nigel, what were you doing here that day?
I was in Portugal visiting my father and seeing some of my own friends, and we came down to the beach just for a good time.
And who said, let's go to the steps? Was it Miguel? Was it yourself?
It was myself.
Hey, man, I'm going to go dive off those steps over there. You coming?
Are you nuts, man?
Come on, Harry. It's going to be easy.
Yeah, come on, let's go and watch.
Okay, let's go.
Me being me, I had something to prove. In my mind, I thought everyone can jump, only a few people could dive. And, well, I dived, and look what happened.
Watch this.
Nigel had mistimed his dive. When he hit the water, it was barely 2 feet deep.
Nigel!
He had hit the seabed.
Next thing I knew, a big crash in my head and a pounding. You know, like a migraine or something. And I was just lying there. I just sort of froze in the water. I couldn't move.
Nigel! Don't joke with me, Nigel! Nigel, are you okay? Nigel! Come get an ambulance! Get an ambulance!
All I could do is look up, and I saw Miguel looking down at me. He saw there was blood coming from my mouth, and that's when he jumped into the water. When Miguel was beside me, I told him that I've hurt myself, I don't know what it is, I've got a pounding, and he took care of me. I mean, he held me in such a way, it's like a baby being cradled in the mother's arms, and felt secure.
Nigel's neck was broken. One wrong movement now could leave him paralyzed. Miguel instinctively knew that Nigel needed stability and support. He found the best surface on which to lay Nigel down. Ironically, the steps.
You're just fine. Don't worry, they're coming. They're right here. You're going to be okay, man.
Nigel was injured, shocked and frightened in a country where he couldn't speak the language. Now, more than ever, he needed his friend.
No, vai buscar a de madeira, não pode ser essa. It's okay, they're gonna go get your wooden stretcher, it's alright. You're gonna be okay, man, don't worry. You'll be just fine, man. Okay, just keep your back straight, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Where's the doctor? He needs a collar. He needs a collar. Oh, here he is. He's got a collar for your neck, man. Everything's going to be good. Be careful. Be careful with his neck, man, please. Yeah, okay? Okay, let's lift him up. Careful, careful, please.
Miguel had been quite incredible so far. He had a minimum of medical training, but it was enough to ensure that when he got Nigel out of the water, he got him out safely without causing any further injury to his spine. And this amazing story of keeping calm in a crisis doesn't finish here.
I remember when they put me in the back of the ambulance, Miguel was there with me, and when we was going, he was holding my head. And to every turn the ambulance made, he turned me to that same, you know, so my body wouldn't move in 2 different directions.
Look into my eyes, say my name, and move your toes at the same time. Yeah? You can do all that, okay? It's only your neck that hurts you.
At the hospital in Kishkash, Miguel yet again showed the depth of his friendship, interpreting, checking, caring.
Ele mergulhou dentro da água. He dived in and hurt his neck. He says he can't feel his neck, but he can move his toes, he can move his fingers.
Primeiro tem que se pôr um soro aqui a escolher.
Perdeu a consciência?
No.
Não, we have pain here, depois eu vou estar fotografias.
Yeah, they're going to do an x-ray. You're going to be just fine.
Later, the x-rays confirmed the main injury, a broken neck. Nigel's father listened intently. He knew that such an injury could so easily cause paralysis or death. But thanks to Miguel, Nigel's spinal cord was intact. In all likelihood, he would fully recover.
He was a lucky boy. He was a lucky boy. He owes a lot to his friend Miguel.
When you look out at those steps now, what do you think?
I look at the point where I dived in, and I'm very scared. And I think, you know, what a stupid idiot to do something so dangerous.
What do you want to say to Miguel?
basically, Miguel, you're the greatest person who's ever come into my life. The thing you've done for me, I can never repay you. You saved my life. You bring a lot of happiness to my family and myself. And from my heart and from my family's heart, we'd like to give you the heart of gold.
Before we actually give you the heart of gold, we have a couple of other things to say to you. First of all, we've discovered that you were a big fan of a pop star, and I didn't know whether you would ever recognise who the pop star is. Betty Boo. Did you have any idea at
No. I like your music very much. How's it go?
The other thing is we know you like to play a bit of music yourself, and you're a keen guitarist. And we got on to our friends at Yamaha, and we'd like you to take this electroacoustic guitar away with you. It's the best, and that's for you.
Thank you very much.
But the most important thing in all of this is what Nigel has to say.
The thing you've done for me, like I say, I'm never going to be able to repay you. And for myself and my family, with all I love, we'd like to give you the heart of gold. And hopefully you treasure it like I treasure you.
Thank you, man.
All right?
And now, here comes the bride.